understand no nonsense. I'm from Kanye and Compton. You can never be conscious, cause you just stay on some dumb shit. Talk that raw shit.
What's going on, everybody? I'm back for another video. And what we're going to talk about today is, the energy of what I understand to be going on in my life, and I know that a lot of others are affected by it, and I know a lot of others are affected by it. So we're going to talk about 2019. We're going to talk a little bit about occultism, and we're going to talk about the word alone. We're in a space now where it's like too late, pretty much. It's like you either have to be in a place where you're consciously creating from your inner self. Systems are breaking down. Everything is changing. Everything is coming full circle. Things that are hidden are coming to light. And this is a time for you to get in tune with yourself. So when we think of the year 2019, we add that up, that equals the number 3. And 3 is what people in Christianity call the Holy Trinity. The Father, Son, and the Spirit, the beginning, middle, and the end, the past, present, and future. And if we know those are, if you're into spirituality or some type of form of mysticism, those are all there's only one thing. So if there's only the present moment, right? And the present moment was the past and is the future. So we're really dealing with the science of oneness, oneness, and everybody being one with themselves. So there's no more blaming others for your problems. There's no more there's no more blaming others for your problems. There's no more not being self-sufficient. Those days are over, because there's no excuse. There's too much energy here for you to be. There's too much energy here for you not to be utilizing anymore. And that energy is really the feminine energy. When we deal with the feminine energy, we deal with the dark. We deal with the subconscious realm. We deal with the subconscious power. We deal with what's hidden. And you can be lost too much into the physical, the masculine energy, which is the logic, the rational, the consciousness. So what I'm saying about this energy is that if you need to understand what the female energy is. And that's just the behind the scenes energy, the hidden energy, the intuition energy, the self energy, the soul energy. That's what we're dealing with today. And that's the reason why you can call me an occultist, because occult science just means hidden science. So that's what I deal with. It's not necessarily like I want to be this. It's not necessarily. It's just that's the way the mind works. That's the way I understand it works, and that's the way I am. So if you're stuck in your illusion and your conscious thoughts, and you judge me because of you are in a you're in an illusion and you're operating in your illusion the way you want to operate, then that's on you. You know what I'm saying? That's on you. But I see past that. I have the ability to see past that. The veil is off. You know what I'm saying? With me, you know what I'm saying? I'm utilizing my feminine principle in balance with my masculine principle. my mom told me a long time ago that I would be a veil. I think she got some. She used to live with a psychic. We used to live with a psychic when I was very young. She told her that one of her sons would have a veil on him, and come full circle, that is me. You know what I'm saying? That is me, and that was confirmed by her, you know, early in time. But this is what I'm doing. I'm very consciously aware I'm doing. So when we get to the number 2019, we're dealing with 3. We're dealing with the number 3, and like I said, that's past, present, future. That's beginning, middle, and end. That's night, morning, day. All of that is in the present moment. So you're dealing with the oneness, but you're dealing with the process of the oneness, right? So let me go to my book, my favorite book. I shouldn't have to tell y'all what it is. When you get to the number 3, right? Oh no, I'm sorry. When you get to the number 1, you deal with primordial unity, which means unity before creation. So unity with the true self. Like I said, primordial unity, the beginning, the creator, the first mover, the sum of all possibilities, essence, the center, the indivisible, the germinal, isolation, upspurging and uprising, the principle which gives rise to duality and thence to multiplicity and back to final unity. So that's what we're dealing with. We're dealing with the Lord, the Most High, the I Am, the hidden wishes, the 3 tries. There it goes, connecting to the three princes or 3 princesses, intelligence, and Islamic, God as the unity, the absolute, the self-sufficient. That's the energy we're dealing with. We're dealing with being self-sufficient, you know. I'm trying to see if there's anything else that I can tie this to. So we're dealing with being self-sufficient in this 3 energy, and the 3 and the number 3, we're dealing with 3 is a very creative and processing number. Let me go to the book and go to the number 3. Multiplicity, creative power, growth, forward movement, overcoming duality, expression, synthesis. So duality deals with this or that, right? That's what duality deals with, this or that. Either it's you hate me or it's you love me, or either it's bad or it's good. We're not in that energy anymore. That's dead. That's not working anymore. It's all about 3. It's all about taking those 2 dualities and and understanding and creating from a center point, which is what we're doing now. And so when we get into the science of being alone, this is the science, breaking down the science of being alone. So first, you can always take certain words and break them down, because words derived from symbols, words derived from trying to understand, and it just got so much more denser, I want to say, in the energy we were in, but we're kind of coming out of that. So this is why, like I said, you need to become an occultist so you can look at the behind the scenes. You know, you need to be behind the scenes and look at the dark side. And all you people that's scared because y'all don't understand, because y'all think the dark side means bad, you're in that duality. We're not there no more. We're not there no more. We're in the dark we're in the balance. We're coming into the balance. You know what I'm saying? We're coming into the balance of the masculine and the female, the dark and the light. Coming into the balance of that. So I really don't have any time to, keep addressing people that are scared of. It's okay to have fear, but you have to go into that fear. You know what I'm saying? This is what this is about. You have to go into that dark to get the light. You have to go into the dark to get the answer. You have to deal with certain things to get the answers. You can't just stay on this side and be like, you know what I'm saying? I don't want to. You're keeping yourself in duality. You're not going to get any type of illumination just staying one-sided. So, and that's what we're doing. We're learning to appreciate the processing and the creation in 2019. That's the 3. So getting back to the word alone. Al means house. You know what I'm saying? If you look at some of his earliest origins, Al means house. House is representative of your body, of your temple. So anyone that's out here feeling alone, you know what I'm saying? When you feel alone, your first thing is to think it's a bad thing, to think it's a negative thing, to think it's you don't have anybody. And once again, we're not dealing with that energy anymore. We're dealing with this energy of self, the energy of being self-sufficient, and the energy of creating, from the process, and understanding how to process and go into processes and ultimately come out with answers. That's what we're dealing with. So Al means house, and house means body. And 1, so we're dealing with housing the 1. If anybody is feeling alone and you're subconsciously aware, you're dealing with housing the 1. Now let's just go back to the 1 so you guys can understand again what I'm saying. So housing the 1, primordial unity. That means before creation. So that means before anything physical took place. That means just the primordial, the non-physical resonance of your being. So that means you have to be able to consciously and subconsciously create a vibration for yourself and ride that wave. That's what we're doing. That's what this is about. That's what 2019 is about. That's what we're doing. We're creating for ourselves in a space where we're housing the 1. It's not about going to church no more. It's all dealing with the house. It's all dealing with being alone and housing the 1, all 1. You being all 1. It's about dealing with the beginning, the creator, the first mover, the sum of all possibilities. So if you're not dealing with the 1 in your house, then someone else is. And so you're just allowing yourself to open up to others and let them come to your house and create what they want. Using your energy, using your subconscious power. You know what I'm saying? I've talked about how the subconscious creates your reality, and there's many books on how the subconscious creates your mind. Matter of fact, I might can refer to some for you guys, because you guys need to know on how the subconscious creates your reality. Just Google it, YouTube it. Let me see if I have any for you right now. Anything by Carl Jung. That's CG. I mean, it's Carl, CARLJUNG. Anything by Carl Jung. Memories, Dreams, Reflection is one of his books. By Carl C.G. Jung. Man and His Symbols by Carl G. Jung. The Undiscovered Self by Carl Jung. The Ego and the Archetype by Edward F. Ettinger is a good one. Cosmic Memory by Rudolf Steiner. It speaks on some subconscious things. Cosmic Trick. Oh no, not that one. That's a different one. Anything that's dealing with, the science of the subconscious mind, like Sigmund Freud dealt with the subconscious mind as well. But that's what we're dealing with. So what's in the way is that the science was taken and made scary for you guys to kind of trip up you guys, and it was demonized through Hollywood so you guys could just turn away. It's not for the weak-minded. This shit is not for the weak-minded. This is for you to be in your right mind. So, I talk in parables kind of like Jesus did. You know what I'm saying? And Jesus wasn't even a real person. Everything is symbols. Like I said, we're not dealing with this conscious, this means this anymore. We're dealing with we're dealing with the hidden and the hidden forces behind it, right? So just think, if alone means all one, that's a good thing. Alone is a really good word. You know what I'm saying? Alone is a really good word because you're housing the one. And because you're able to break down what al means and what one means, and you're able to understand that, you can be like, oh, this is a good thing. Then you automatically tune yourself to that frequency. This is why it's important to be knowledgeable on what's going on, and ultimately, if you don't want to be knowledgeable, that's cool too. Some people just have high frequency and they can operate on certain levels where they don't have to indulge into much knowledge. You know what I'm saying? But where we're going, where we're going, it's a lot of things that could throw you off if you're not consciously aware of it. You know what I'm saying? Because there is people out here that want to take advantage of people that don't have knowledge and that aren't consciously aware of, the subconscious and how it works. And so no one's really alone. It's just about creating from your standpoint. I've done my part of understanding the knowledge. I'm at a point where I'm acting in that and I'm getting results. You know what I'm saying? I'm seeing it firsthand. So that's where I'm at. And you need to be getting some type of results if you win this. It's not just for observation. This is for really putting the thing to the test. You know what I'm saying? That's why you deal with altars, because altars are just a symbol. You know what I'm saying? My flag is a symbol. It means a million things to me. Everything's a symbol. I'm a symbol at this point. You deal with, you can do sigils. Let me show you guys what a sigil is. This is a sigil. So this is a sigil that was made for the Apollo deities, and basically it means many things, but it doesn't speak to your conscious because it's like you're just looking at it, but it speaks to your subconscious. It speaks to your subconscious and the meaning you get it. And there's a book on sigil magic that you can get. You need to be dealing with the subconscious. The conscious is out of there. You know what I'm saying, at this point. If you're too much into that, it's out of there. You know, it needs to be in balance. You can get Secrets of Magical Seals by Anna Riva. That'll teach you how to create seals and sigils. You can look up how to create sigils on Google. Google is really good. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially when you know what you're looking for. I'm Aquarius, so I like information and ideas. So that's what I work with. You know, crystals have different meanings, different properties. You can get a crystal like this, selenite. It has different meanings. You just need shit to speak to your subconscious, because you know things. You know, tarot cards. You know, if you into that. You know, I got a million things. I'm just trying to think of a lot of, you know, you can do color magic, because colors have different frequencies, and one of the best things you can do is music. Now, one that I suggest for our subconsciously right now, and I've been tuning into, is Stevie Wonder. And why? Because he was consciously blind, right? So he couldn't see what we see, but he saw, right? He still saw. He was still able to create himself a reality without even seeing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was just dealing totally with the darkness. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of you people are scared of the dark. So that's why I respect Stevie Wonder. So you can listen to some Stevie Wonder, anything that your mind tells you to do, and it is always telling you to do something. You know, it's always giving you ideas. You just have to go for it, because you think, you know, your conscience is so stubborn, your ego is so stubborn, you think, oh, this isn't going to work, this isn't going to work. But no, just put it in, put the work in. Nothing comes without work. You know what I'm saying? Everything has a process, but you have to be aligned with the process for it to work. You know what I'm saying? If you don't put seeds in the dirt, the flowers won't grow. You know, your seed, put your seed in the dirt, and let it grow, and watch it grow, and water it. Take ideas from that and build on that. That's what you do. You know what I'm saying? That's what we doing at this point. This is about this year 3, 2019. You know what I'm saying? This is about dealing with oneness as well. That's why a lot of people are feeling alone. So, if you are feeling, you know, down and depressed, and you know, it's just, you just have to, you know, work on understanding the deeper science. You know, if you're conscious, and if you're consciously aware of the conscious community and the conscious things, and if, you know, there's a lot of love and compassion for people that, you know, aren't understanding, you know, certain things. But, you know, that's why I'm here. That's why you got people like me here trying to help and aid people on their journey, and in the right direction. So, you know, I think that was all I wanted to cover. Let me see. Oh, and I drew a seal myself, and it was for being alone, and you know, it's my seal, but I want to. So basically, all right. So basically, what you can do is, like, you can reprogram the mind to think a certain way by taking a word, as far as with the sigil. So what you do is you take a word like alone, and you take all the vowels out, or you just take it however you want to, and you create something out of the words. Like, say if you got a L or something like this would be the L. You know what I'm saying? You create something out of it. You hang it up on your wall, and now you give it a new meaning. You set your intention on it, and now it has a new meaning to it. So that's one way. That's one way you can process on how to recreate your reality. You know what I'm saying? Subconsciously, because the subconscious creates. I know all y'all saw that picture with the mountain and shit. Let me show you. I know all y'all saw this. Because this is true. I know all y'all saw this shit. Get a good look. The conscious mind is the top half of the mountain. The subconscious mind is the bottom half. You see the conscious mind only controls what, 5%? 0.5 to 5%, and the subconscious mind controls 95 to 99.5%. So, you know, they be having these in offices and shit, you know what I'm saying? Because it's all about that. So the subconscious mind, let me read this. Subconscious mind controls all the systems in the body, intelligent field that created the body from a single fertilized cell, literal and metaphoric, not linear. Movie equals reality equals perception, generalizes. So yeah, so as you see, you know, that's what we're dealing with, the mysteries of the subconscious mind. It's so, you know, you just got to let go and allow the information to come in. You know, it's right there for you, it's right, you know, on you. It's right there. So, alright, man, that's me. You know what I'm saying? I just wanted to give out some information on the science of being alone 2019. Shout out to the mocks that's liking this, subscribing, and commenting, and sharing your thoughts and sharing the video. Appreciate it.
I don't know you. You just wanna be kosher. I cannot stand no nonsense. I'm from CALEZ, Compton. You can never be conscious, cause you just stay on some dumb shit.